Good morning, YouTube. It's Austin here. It is Saturday, February 28th. It's the last day of February, and I just got back from the gym, so I'm kind of gross, and I'm sorry that I did not shower for this video. So it's February 28th, and I am 16 weeks on T. It will be officially 4 months next week because of the way that weeks and days and months work. So yeah, 16 weeks, and let's see what's going on. One thing I want to say really quickly is that for those of you that have sent me messages or left comments on my YouTube videos, or sent me messages through YouTube, I have just now figured out where the messages are on YouTube because they keep moving it and changing it. So I'm going to answer your messages on YouTube, and I'm going to start replying to comments more consistently. I'm sorry that I haven't been doing that. Life has been kind of nuts. And I want to talk to you. So if you have left me comments or messages, you're going to get answers soon, this week, today maybe even. And I'm sorry that I have not been on top of that, and I'm going to be. So, sorry. We'll do better from here on. Let me give you an update on what's going on. I'm also eating, so sorry. Let me give you an update on where we are with top surgery, because I have found out that it looks like my insurance may cover most of top surgery. That's a lot of mays and a lot of possibilities and things, but the long story short is I called my insurance company and I was like, hey, is there anything in my specific policy, like after I had already read through my policy and kind of thought that this was already the case, but I called in just to make sure and said, hey, is there anything in my policy that says that gender-related surgeries are not covered? And they were like, no, you just have to make sure that you fall under these criteria. And so the criteria that I need is having to have top surgery certified as medically necessary, and to do that I need a letter from my counselor, my psychologist. I need a letter from her supervisor, and she's in private practice, so she doesn't have a supervisor, so she's getting one of the people she's in like a group of psychologists that all, like, when you don't have a supervisor and you run your own practice, I guess you get in groups of like other professionals to like be accountable with or something. I don't know how it works. I don't know how psychology works. Anyway, she's going to get one of her colleagues to write me the second letter, and then I may also need a letter from my primary care physician who has prescribed me my testosterone, so I'm working on getting that too. So, trying to get all this information together, and then get pre-approval from the insurance company, so it may take a while. But I have sent in all of my information to Dr. Medali in Cleveland, and as soon as I get him just my first letter from my actual counselor, we can talk about estimates and scheduling a date and that kind of thing. So, yeah, I feel like I can't at this point even do too much planning because I don't have a date or an estimate to work with. I need more information, and I can't get that until I get my letters, and it's just a big deal. So, so that's what I'm working on. But theoretically, insurance would pay for everything except for the amount of my deductible, which is going to be probably about $2,000. Actually, maybe less than that, maybe $1,500. Depending on where we are in the year. And also Medali has a certain amount of his fee that cannot be covered by insurance because of the way he codes it, which is about another $1,000, $1,500. So, plus travel expenses. So really it's like, even if I can get insurance to cover it, it's not really covering it. It's still going to be a couple $1,000s that I'm going to have to find a way to get. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how soon I can schedule surgery based on how much money I'm going to need and how long it's going to take me to get that amount of money. So that's what I'm working on. That's where we are with top surgery. On to the next thing. Okay, thing 2, working out. Yay! So with all this news about possibly top surgery in like the next however long, it's like it's becoming closer now. It's becoming something that I can actually plan for if insurance will cover. So I've started getting much more, what's the word, like, I've been starting actually getting mindful of and intense about working out and eating better because top surgery might actually happen in like the near future, in like the next 9 to 12 months. So suddenly it's like, oh my gosh, I gotta really get on the ball, because if I want the best results from top surgery, I need to cut down my body fat percentage, and I need to bulk up the muscles in my chest and in my shoulders and in my core, because when you get surgery on your chest area, your arms are kind of out of commission for a while, so you really have to have a strong core to be able to like move around, and like you have little dinosaur arms, because you can't really move your arms up too much for the first couple weeks. So anyways, I'm suddenly like, oh dang, I gotta get on this. So let me share with you a couple things that have really helped me recently. The first one is an app called Recovery Record, I think it's called, Recovery Record. It's just RR, the icon says RR, but I think it's Recovery Record. And it's really great for people who have had eating disorders or eating issues in the past, because it's not like every other diet app, which is like, log in what you ate today and we'll count your calories, blah, blah, blah. What it does is what you eat is kind of secondary. Like, you do log what you eat, but what you're really tracking is how you're feeling, which has been so helpful for me as I'm trying to get a handle on how I eat and like eating in a healthy way. Because you track, like, it asks you like, how are you feeling overall? How much energy do you have? And then it like gets more in-depth. You can tailor it to ask you certain questions like, are you feeling anxious? Are you feeling bored? Are you feeling angry? Are you feeling scared or sad or whatever? And then you can just sort of like check these little boxes and say like how strong your feelings are. And then kind of down at the bottom, it's like less important, you write in what you actually ate or didn't eat or whatever. And it tracks that, and it's been so helpful for me, because I have noticed like the times when I am just mindlessly eating. I thought it was just like when I was bored and not thinking about it, like if I'm watching TV or something, but the time when I am just mindlessly eating without thinking about it is when I am stressed out. And so I'll notice that I'm just like cramming food in my face and not really thinking about it, and then I feel really crappy later on, and it causes issues. So it's been really good to be able to notice that, because now, as soon as I am like, I notice that I'm doing that because I go, oh, I have to log this in my thing, and then I go, oh, how am I feeling right now? And it really, it repatterns, I think, the way that you understand your eating, and how it connects to your emotions, and it's just been really helpful. Anyway, so that's one thing. The second thing that's been really helpful with working out is that I got a 10K to half marathon running app. Because I need something to keep me accountable to going to the gym and running, because I just don't want to because it's winter, but it's coming to be spring. It's February 28th. It's going to be spring soon. So anyways, I needed this app to kind of get my butt in gear, because what it does is it sets you up to run 3 days a week, and it sets you up, it's kind of like the Couch to 5K thing, only it's up to 10K and then eventually up to half marathon. And it's been really great for me, because I know that if I skip a day of my 3 days of going to the gym, I will regret it, because then it will be so much harder, because I'll have skipped a day, and it like, because it works up sequentially. So it's just been good to be like, yeah, I gotta get my 3 days in or I'm gonna get behind, and it's just a good mental thing for me to remember to do. And it's good because my tendency at the gym is to like push myself super, super hard one day, just because because I feel bad, or I don't know, or I just feel like I haven't been doing enough, so I push myself super, super hard, and then I like don't go back for like 6 days because I'm so sore, and it's like, no, that's a terrible idea. You gotta just do it consistently in medium-sized bursts instead of like huge, crazy bursts and then not going more than once a week. So, so yeah, those two apps. Oh, the app is called, what's it called? Well, I don't remember what it's called, and I'm using my phone to record this video, so I can't look it up. But it's, if you just look up 10K running app, you'll find it. It's like the top rated one. So that's what's going on with the gym. All right, last thing in this video, I promise. This is going to be a long video, and it's because I didn't make one last week. I'm sorry I did not make a tea update video last week. Last week was just kind of crazy, and then last weekend I was just doing things with Ari, and it just didn't get done. So sorry about that. Back on the bandwagon now. Anyways, but let's just talk about changes real quick before the end of this video. Changes I have noticed. More hair on my arms, which has not been a thing that I've really noticed before, but it's getting darker and more, and it's kind of like creeping towards my hands. I need to get a regular haircut. I need to get all this buzz today. But my hair's just been growing like crazy. Yeah, I guess that's about it for changes, guys. Just lots of hair growth. So sorry about that. That it is what it is. But I'm feeling really good. Oh, I know what I was going to talk about really quick. Changes. I went to the doctor and got my levels checked. What was it? My 15-week checkup came back great. I think I have my testosterone levels are like, she wrote a note that was like, this is average levels for a adult male. But it was like an adult male of like, I don't know, 35 or something. So my testosterone levels for a male of my age, still a little low, but that's okay. And I have been taking 40 milligrams? Milligrams? I think it's 40 milligrams. I've been taking 40 milligrams of tea per week. So I think we're upping that. I have to have another update with my doctor in a couple of weeks, and I think we're going to go up to 60. So anyways, that's where we are. Those are my changes, and I'm sorry this video is kind of long. I will get back at you later this week with a new transgender and Christian video. Yay! And thanks for watching. If you're here for my transgender and Christian videos and you're watching my tea videos as well, yay, you're great. And vice versa. If you're here for my tea videos and watching the transgender and Christian videos, also awesome. Also awesome. Also awesome. Alright guys, I am going to go take a shower. I hope you all are having a great week, and I will see you in a couple days. Bye.